The most impotent creature in the form of a person on this planet is a black male. Period.
Just like post-traumatic emasculation disorder is a form of post-traumatic stress disorder. And post-traumatic emasculation disorder is a disorder that affects black males, where they are constantly vigilant for attacks to their manhood. And because they are constantly vigilant for attacks to their manhood, they develop a hyper-aggressive, super macho persona, that is really a defense for their insecurity and low self-esteem. So these type of men go on to develop a type of relationship pattern where they are very controlling of women. They can be very disrespecting of women, physically controlling. They can be physically abusive. They are quick to fight, quick to shoot, quick to kill. And all of this comes from what? Being emasculated by white society. So what happens for black men who are not able to cope with the emasculation that we face by white society, constantly being berated, mistreated by police, employers, courts, prisons, and etc., we then compensate for that by developing this hyper-masculine prototype of a man. It's totally outside of the norm, but it's something we feel we need to be in order to protect our manhood. So this is the guy you see acting like a thug, his chest is poked out. If his ego is ever touched, if you ever say something to him that is slightly offensive, he curses you out, he goes off. In fact, I would argue that a lot of our brothers in the hip-hop industry, a lot of them suffer from post-traumatic emasculation disorder, but a lot of black men suffer from it in general. This is the thug. This is the guy who got to prove that he's a man at all odds. This is the guy who will kill a man just to let everybody else know that you should not mess with me. They're really insecure. It's born of insecurity, but it's also born of trauma, and it's born of pain of not being allowed to be a man in a white man's world.
But you see them walking down, picking up the sidewalk, acting like they can whip everybody. Sure, they can whip somebody who looks just like them, because that's permitted. Permitted by whom? The white supremacists. They don't care. Kill everybody in the neighborhood. So what? There's another black neighborhood gone. There's another one down the street, ready to go. What's the big deal? You better be careful about whose space you get into when you get carried away with what you can do to other black people. And what's pitiful about it is most of us know that. Very few of us who don't know that. We know whose space to get into. And we know just about how much backing we have.